I know it's already Tuesday. You probably already put it way past you. But when a defense is blitzing you like Missouri was last week, as much as they were, as an offensive line, does your role change at all? What does the thought process become when they're stacking the box like they were?
I think a lot of it has to do with remember what's happening during that play. So when you go on the sideline, you can make adjustments on the side, what they're doing to give something away or something like that so they can get it back up to the box. And then I think a lot of it just involves getting big. There's a lot of times that you're going to be half on a combo, half on a linebacker coverage, so it's kind of just having to deal with both at the same time. But you'd like to get off a combo clean and pick up a linebacker when he's pressuring, but it doesn't always work like that. So I think a lot of it's just having a mindset that it's going to happen and you know it's coming and just trying to deal with it the best you can.
Tate, I think it's been a few weeks ago that you were in here and talked about wanting to see the run blocking improve and really stressing that you want to see that. Have you seen those improvements? Where do you feel like you guys are as an offensive line when it comes to run blocking?
I think we've improved a lot over the year, and I think with that being said, there's still a lot more that we need to improve on. I think there's some stuff that bothers us. There's some stuff that gives us trouble, and I think we work on that a lot during practice, and it really helps us. But yes, I think I've seen improvement from us as a whole group and individuals. So it's been good to see.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about Marcus. Y'all came in together. How have you seen him go from that injury he suffered against Florida in 2022 now? He's one of the leaders on the team. He's one of the best receivers on the offense.
Like you just said, he's really stepped into a leader role, and I think he did a really good job during that time of kind of staying in during rehab and improving himself. And he's waited his turn, and now that it is his turn, he's stepped into that leadership role and has become a big vocal voice of our offense and our team. I think he's done a really good job.
Tate, I know it's still early in the week. We hear players talk about keeping the line in the cage until game time. When do you start to feel the adrenaline and the build-up? When you start, I don't know what feelings you would call that, but certainly you know what's at stake Saturday night.
It's a hard question. When I first got here,
Well, I mean, just in
Like,
general, about when a game's coming up, when do you start getting that feeling about what's about to go down?
as a younger player, you thought about it all week, and now you kind of focus on what you can get better at now instead of worrying about what's happening in the future. So I think that's a big thing to learn for everybody is just staying in the now and not looking to the future or looking back in the past. And I think it really hits me probably right when we run out of that tunnel. That's when you really start thinking about it and thinking about what's about to happen, how big of a game it is. Because I think if you let that affect you all week, then you're going to be all over the place on Saturdays.
When you say let it affect you, like, I mean, I'm not you grow horns or your hair goes on fire or anything, but what is that feeling, if you can describe that?
Just overthinking everything. I think if I wait and focus on what I have to do at this moment, and it gives me a sense of confidence, not knowing that I don't have to go out there and be something I'm not. I just got to go out there and do my job to my best ability.
Yeah, just what have you seen C.J. Allen and Raylan Wilson bring to this team, even obviously before this week?
I remember when they first got here for bowl practice, and they came out there on our scout defense, and all of our offensive line working like, who are these guys? They were flying around hitting stuff. But I've definitely seen them growing up a lot since they've been here, and now it's been kind of forced on them, so they've really tried to step up into that, and I think they've done a really good job.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but Cedric will make his 40th consecutive start on Saturday for Georgia. I'm just curious if you could speak to what it requires to make 40 consecutive starts at the University of Georgia.
A lot of toughness, I think, especially with Ced. Ced has a love for the game like I've never seen from anybody before. I mean, last night we were in there watching film till 10 o'clock with him, and he's sitting there, and he picks out stuff that you would never think to, like, look at. And I've definitely learned from that, and he has a great mind to football. And I think it's really just his love for the game that's kept him going this long, and you see that day in and day out with him.
Any other questions?
Just curious, being a fourth-year junior, but you lost the season due to your injury. I guess some underclassmen take part in the senior ceremony. Is that you this year or not?
I am going to take part of it because I feel like I don't know what's going to happen after this year. But I feel like if I don't do it, and I'd regret it, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. But nobody knows what's going to happen the rest of this year. So.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tate.
Thank you.